Hi there,
Hi.
Mikhail, Evgeny. Nice
Hi.
to see you. Hello,
Yeah, me too. Hi.
Hi,
Can you
hi.
hear me?
can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you well. It's okay.
Nice. Okay, so nice to see you. What's up?
How should I answer to you to WhatsApp? I'm fine. You?
Not bad, thanks. What about you, my Mikhail? What's up?
Not bad, not bad.
I'm sorry?
Not bad.
Not bad, I see. Well, there is another question. Actually, you can say what's up, and also you can say what's new with you. Hi, Luba, what's up?
Hello, nothing, not much, thank you.
Okay,
And how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, pretty good.
Hi.
Okay,
Hello to everybody.
yep. So hope other people will join our little company. Tonight we're gonna discuss a rather interesting topic. It will be foods. I gave the title "Food for Thought." Well, to be honest, actually, it's a kind of idiom, and it has. I decided to play a little bit with the word "food for thought" like an idiom, and at the same time, it is related to our topic. We're gonna talk about food. But what is the meaning of the expression food for thought? Does anyone know the meaning of the expression? Luba, Evgeny, Mikhail?
No.
You don't know? What do
Maybe
you think it could mean? Because if you think a little bit, you will maybe understand and guess the meaning of the expression. But I guess you know the meaning. Come on, share your opinion with us.
maybe it means something interesting that brings us to think of
Something,
about something. Yes.
maybe something interesting that makes us think of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually, food for thought is some information or something. It can be, well, whatever you want, whatever you wish, that makes us think a little bit and to make a kind of conclusion. So some useful information, some useful piece of information that makes us think a little bit, stay, lost in thoughts, and after that make a kind of conclusion. Okay, that was the meaning of the idiom and the title of our expression, food for thought. We have here another person, Alexander. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thanks. Well, last time I gave an expression, what's up? You know the meaning of the expression, what's up? What should you reply? What's up?
Uh,
So if a person meets you with the expression, what's up? What do you usually answer? Alexander?
in Russia,
No, we have a kind of rule on our classes. We try not to speak Russian at all. We try to speak English as much as possible. So try to think and express yourself in an English way. So what's up? And you reply. Well, for example, Luba, what's up?
Not much.
Okay, and you ask me a question.
Thank you.
What about you? Something like that.
Whatever. Yeah.
So there is actually another way to say hi, how are you, how are you feeling, you see? So there's the same way, just one of the most popular ways to greet a person using what's up. So Alexander, what's up?
very well.
Mm-hmm. Sorry? So if you say if the person says to you what's up, you should reply something like nothing much or I'm fine, thanks. What about you? Okay, Alexander.
Okay, I'm fine. What about you?
That's right. So I'm fine. Great, thanks. We have got here some other students. Well, last time I could see only. Well, I remember Luba, I remember Evgeny, Mikhail, and Alexander. Nice to meet you. Denise, Marta. So nice to meet you guys. And my name is Svetozar, and I'm gonna be a teacher tonight. And we're gonna discuss a rather interesting topic dedicated to foods. And we have already discussed the meaning of the expression "food for thought." That means, well, if someone told you some information that is interesting for you, you can call it food for thought. Sometimes a book, a rather good book, can give us some food for thought, as well as a good movie or some piece of advice given by a friend or something. So, what's up, Marta?
Oh, fine. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm great, thank you. What about you, Denis? What's up?
I'm fine, thanks.
Great, okay. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people and plus me. Well, first of all, last time I explained you this what's up expression, but there is another question I'd like to ask you. And the question is, what's new? What's new? You can answer using a banal response, something like nothing much, but to sound more interesting and to sound, more intelligent, if you wish, or if you want to continue a conversation with a person, you should reply in another way. Just a second, I'd like to copy and I'd like to send you some stuff. So I have to put chat, right? No. Here. Okay, I've got the panel, just a second. So the question is, what's new, or what's new with you? And here we've got some variants to reply, to respond. Just a second. Here we go. So what's new with, or what's new with you? You can see some variants to answer. You can say nothing much, and it means that you really don't want to talk to a person. You're not interested in a conversation with a person. Or you can say something dealing with your life, with your projects, with your work, with your plans for future, for the night, for the evening, and so on and so forth. So, for example, you can say, I'm swamped with work. Swamped. What does it mean to be swamped with work? Does anybody know the meaning of this word? Marta? What do you think? What does it mean to be swamped?
I think that it is so much work that you don't have time to do any other things.
Okay, who agrees with Marta? Who doesn't agree with me? Okay, let's ask the question another way.
I
Who
have
doesn't agree with me?
any variant.
I'm sorry?
I have not any variant. So.
Don't have any variants.
Maybe it's like I'm stuck with work, no?
Something like that, to be stuck with work, so to be very busy. Actually, Marta was right, was very close to the real meaning. Well, to be swamped with work means to be really busy and have no time to do anything, to be extremely busy. So you can say, I'm swamped with work.
How can we translate this, Svetozar?
I'm sorry?
How can we translate this swamped?
Translate. You don't translate it.
Russian, right?
You forgot the golden rule of our classes. We don't translate.
Yeah, I know. But if, for example, I will paste this word somewhere in translation, how do I translate this?
If you what?
Горло в работе, or how?
Well, to be swamped with work means to be very busy. That is the meaning of the expressions. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
So that is. You understand what it means to be busy?
Yeah.
Okay, so to be swamped means to be very busy, not just busy, but very busy. And I gave you a kind of, well, you can also say like, I'm exhausted, I'm very tired because of work. And here I gave you another idiomatic expression, I feel like a boiled rat. Well, in Russian equivalent, there is another expression to feel like a squeezed lemon, but in English, they usually use this one, I feel like a boiled rag. You see? Well, a rag is a kind of stuff that you put in front of the front door to wipe your shoes, not to make your apartment dirty. So you have to wipe, to clean, as you wish, your shoes. So to feel like a boiled rag. Or you can also say that I'm working on some really interesting project now. That will be an answer, one of the variants to answer to the question, what's new with you? Or you can say, I'm looking forward to taking lunch with my friends tonight. Or you can say, I'm off to a workshop this weekend on how to prepare something, to cook, to sing, to dance, and so on and so forth. Or you can say, I'm really focused on my improving English. So I gave you just some variants, some answers that you could use, or you can change it with me. it depends on what you really want to say. So now I'll ask you a question, and your task will be to answer my question. Deal? So, what's new with you, Evgeny?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. It's really not very interesting. If you say nothing much, I say, I see, bye-bye, or bye, see you later.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm swamped with work. How about you?
I'm really looking forward to a workshop on how to take pictures. It will take place on Saturday. I really want to go there.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, good. What's new with you, Denis?
I'm working on some really interesting project.
Okay, dealing with what? What is your project?
With what? It's kind of the record, just I'm a voiceover. Just make a record to Holland.
Because I cannot hear very well. Could you repeat, please?
I am. Am I?
Yep.
So I work as voiceover and make the record to Holland.
I see. Okay, good. So you're working on a very interesting project.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Luba, what's new with you?
I'm looking forward to meet my best friend. Meeting. Okay, my best friend. She's coming tomorrow.
Great. Where will she come from? Where is she coming
from the nearest city.
Okay, I see. You haven't seen her for ages and you want to see her. Right?
I think about cooking something delicious for my best friend.
Nice. Okay.
And to arrange some interesting
Activities.
Excursion and activities, yes.
Right. So your friend will be really pleased to stay at your place. Thanks. Okay. Marta, what's new with you?
I'm really focusing on my improving English.
Great.
And I'm going to go to my niece. She's 2 years old.
Okay, little cutie girl. Good.
Yes.
I see. Great. Nothing to do. And what about you, Mikhail? What's new with you? And also get Alexander. Wait, so Mikhail, what's new with you?
Okay, I'm swamped with work. I don't have a lot of free time, and all my free time I'm in class right like now.
Could you repeat this because you disappeared for a moment?
I'm swamped with work. All my free time, and I spend for English lesson like this. And,
Okay, I see. So you're busy, and you are boiled like a rag, right?
boiled, like, what is rag? Boiled
Rag, I tried to explain already. It's a kind of little carpet you put in front of the front door to wipe your shoes or to wipe your legs, not to make your apartment dirty. See the meaning? Don't consult dictionaries. Try to understand the meaning, and if it's too difficult, then you can consult the dictionary. So it's a small carpet, if you know what carpet is, that you put in front of your front door to clean your shoes. Okay, so there is a rag. Good, correct. I'm sorry, rag. And now we go on with Alexander. Well, what's new with you?
I'm really focusing on my physical exercises.
Great. You are in for sports. You like sports, don't you?
I am preparing to GTO.
Okay, you're preparing for GTO. Good. That's nice. So, sport, but at the same time, you are focusing on improving your English because you are here.
Yes, you're right.
Great. Okay, guys, so these are some variants you could use. Actually, these are variants to reply on the question, what's new with you? If you don't want to continue the conversation with the person, you just can say nothing much. But if you really want to share some personal stuff, you can dwell on, you can develop a little bit of conversation and say something about the latest news. Good. So we know already two actually expressions like what's up and what's new or what's new with you. And today we're gonna talk about food, and discuss different aspects of it. But before starting the topic, I'd like to give you some tongue twisters. Last time I gave you a rather long tongue twister, and it didn't work very well because maybe I chose a very long tongue twister and it was a little bit difficult for you to read it and to understand. But today I chose just 3 short tongue twisters related with food. Just a second. I will copy them and send to you to see. They are not difficult at all. Do you like tongue twisters, guys?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like tongue twisters? Better to say who doesn't like. Who doesn't know what tongue twister is?
What does it mean, confistories?
I don't know.
What does it mean, a tongue twister? Who knows? Who can help us? Who can help Alexander understand the meaning? But don't translate this. Try to express yourself in English. Who wants to explain what tongue twister is?
May I try?
Yeah, you're welcome. So a tongue twister is... You got
Me? Okay. It's a short phrase that you must pronounce very quickly.
Well, it can be a short phrase, it can be a long phrase, it depends, of course.
Okay, yes, it can be really.
But you're right, so it's the kind of phrase or a couple of phrases that you should pronounce rather fast. Well, at first, to learn a tongue twister, you have to pronounce it slowly but properly, and afterwards you have to pronounce it faster and faster till the moment when you pronounce it greatly and without any problems. So, Alexander, do you understand the meaning of tongue twister now?
Yes, I think I understood that.
Okay, great. Marta, did you understand the meaning of the word tongue twister?
I knew it.
You knew it. Well done. Okay, good for you. So now I send for you tongue twisters. I prepared. Well, here we've got the first tongue twister. Pure food for 4 pure mules. As you can see, it's really a short sentence, and it deals with food because we're gonna talk about food tonight. So pure food for 4 pure mules. Can you see the tongue twister?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, of course. So Evgeny, we will start, please. The first one, please. Pure for pure few mules. Yeah, Evgeny.
Pure food for 4 pure meals.
I'm sorry. Try to pronounce it without pauses. Just like it can be slowly, but without pauses.
Pure food for 4 pure meals.
Okay. Once again, a little bit faster.
Pure food for 4 pure meals.
Okay. Try not to make a mistake, please. Once again, for the last time. The last chance. You risk to lose 1 million.
Pure food for 4 pure meals.
Okay, bingo. You have won 1 million. Okay, good. And now, Denise, you're welcome. Tongue twister number 2. A cup of coffee in a coffee pot.
A cup of coffee in a coffee pot.
Okay, great. Once again, please.
A cup of coffee in a coffee pot. A cup of coffee in a coffee pot.
Sorry?
A cup of coffee in a coffee pot.
Great. Now it was nice. Now tongue twister number 3. Tuesday is a stew day. Stew day is a Tuesday. Whose turn is it? Let it be Marta.
Okay. Tuesday is Tuesday. Tuesday is Tuesday.
Great, perfect. Really, you know the tongue twister. Yeah? Okay, good. Well, first of all, we'll practice once more because there are some people who haven't practiced the tongue twisters. What does it mean? What does it mean? Stew and maybe copper. Maybe these are words that someone doesn't know. What does copper mean? Copper. What is it? What does it mean, copper?
Metal.
I'm sorry?
It is metal, some kind.
Kind of metal, okay. And what color is it?
Copper.
Yeah, what color is it? Can you describe the
Ginger,
color?
maybe.
I'm sorry?
Like ginger or orange.
Yeah, orange, brown, reddish, you know, reddish. Good. So that's it, copper. Does everyone understand the meaning of the word copper?
No,
Who doesn't understand?
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand, Denis. So copper, it's a kind of metal, the color of which is reddish, brown, ginger, you know.
Okay,
It's not gold, it's not bronze, it's copper.
It's just a color.
It's not a color, it's some material. It's this kind of material, and the color of it is a little bit brown, a little bit of reddish, you know, this kind of stuff.
Money has done it from it.
Yeah, I guess people used to do some money from copper, and now, I don't know, do people do money from coins, some coins from copper? I guess so. Yeah, so that's it. Good. What does it mean? Stew. The third tongue twister tells us about some stew. What's that? Tuesday is Tuesday, Tuesday is Tuesday. What is stew? Luba, can you explain us what stew is?
No.
It's difficult.
No, I can simply suppose it. Maybe it is very hard day. I would
Very
say.
hot
Something
day.
hard.
Hard day.
Hot.
Okay,
I
after
don't
the day we feel as a boiled rag. Okay. Okay, so who knows what it means? Stew. Evgeny maybe, or Mikhail, or Denis, or Alexander, or Marta. Who knows? Alexander, do you know what stew means?
I don't know.
You don't know. Who knows? Come on, guys. Tell me who knows.
I know already. Took a look at the dictionary.
Come on, Evgeny. You are cheating. Don't cheat. Everyone here is thinking a little bit, just maybe trying to remember, because I'm sure you have come across this word someday, but it isn't very you. So try to first to remember, and then let me explain, and then if things are so bad, you can consult the dictionary. But okay, Evgeny, you have consulted the dictionary. Explain us, please, what it means in English.
It means that it was too hard to live through. Like it was like difficult.
No,
difficult day.
I will give you a tip. It's a kind of food. It's a kind of a dish, if you wish.
Yeah, I know the kind of a dish. I saw it in Google, but it's really about the dish.
Yes, it's about dish. It's about. There is.
I know. I like the dish that consists of potatoes. Then what else? There carrots, tomatoes. What else do they put in this?
Okay, so it is a kind of meal.
A lot of spices.
Sorry.
A lot of spices also.
Okay, great. So it's a kind of a dish prepared of vegetables.
Yeah.
Some meat.
Yeah, meat also.
They are boiled in some way, but actually there is a verb to stew. To stew is a method to prepare some food. So it's not just to boil, it's to put some food, some vegetables in a kind of a saucepan and stew it. Well, not to fry, not to boil, but stew. Anyway, you put some vegetables, like Evgeny has just told us, some carrots, potatoes, cabbage, well, whatever you wish. And then you will also some meat, and that will be a stew. An Irish stew is the same stuff, but you can add anything you wish. For example, imagine a situation. It's evening, late evening, and you are hungry. You are hungry as a hunter, and you have not much in your fridge. So you open a fridge, you get everything you got here, there, and you put all you have in a saucepan. You mix it, and that will be Irish stew. Anyway, stew is a kind of a meal. So now let's go further with tongue twister. So who hasn't read a tongue twister yet? Luba, have you read one?
No, I haven't.
So come on, you're welcome. Number one, please.
Pure food for pure use.
Once again, I didn't like very much. You can do it better.
Okay. Pure food for pure use.
Not poor. Maybe poor. Pure. Poor. You can
Okay.
by the way. Pure food for pure use. That'll be even more interesting.
Okay.
I read it the way it is.
Once more?
Once more, but without mistake.
Okay. Pure food for pure use.
That's good. And to fix it once again, just for the last time.
Pure food for pure use.
Great. Good. Thanks. Okay, now next number two. Who hasn't read the tongue twister yet? Evgeny, did you read?
It was Tuesday, right?
Number two. A cup of coffee in a
A cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Great. Well done.
Great.
Who else? Who else hasn't read the tongue twister? Come on, say, because I can forget some things. Alexander,
Mikhail hasn't.
Okay, come on.
Oh, Alexander, start.
Come on.
Which confister?
I'm sorry?
Which sentence?
The third tongue twister. Tuesday is a Tuesday, Tuesday is a Tuesday.
Tuesday is Tuesday, Tuesday is Tuesday.
Well, good, but once again, please.
Tuesday is Tuesday, Tuesday is Tuesday.
That's it, okay, let it be, let it be. Okay, who else? Denis? Mikhail. Come on,
Yeah.
number one.
Just hardest.
Sorry?
It's the hardest tongue twister.
The hardest tongue twister? Which one?
Pure food for pure meals.
Ah, number one. Pure food for pure meals. Come on, once again. Sure.
Pure food for pure meals.
Okay, let it be. Well, it's not hard at all. It's a piece of a cake. It's a piece of a cake. In all expression, it's a piece of a cake. It means very, very...
In Russian.
I'm sorry?
I know in Russian what is.
Well, great. Well, I'm really glad that you know in Russian. Do you know in English what it means? You can just explain using words you know. I'm sure you got some
It's
rich...
the best piece of something. It is the most tasty.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a piece of cake. Doesn't mean it's
A
something...
piece of cake means that it's very easy, right?
It's very easy. I hope that Evgeny hasn't cheated again consulting the dictionary.
No. I know. I knew this phrase.
You knew. Okay, why didn't you say it once that you knew it?
Yeah, because I wanted to hear the opinion of Marta.
Okay, Marta. I see. Okay, good. Okay, so it's a piece of cake means it's really easy. So, Mikhail, it's not difficult. It's a piece of cake. Okay, good. Good, so you got some tongue twisters to practice, and as you have noticed maybe, our tongue twisters, in every of our tongue twister, we've got something dealing with food. In the first one, what is that? What the word is food itself. In the second tongue twister, it's a cup of coffee, and the third one is a stew. Stew, well, I have explained to you what stew is. Remember that? Actually, Evgeny helped me to explain you what stew is. Good. Now we go further. We're gonna talk about food, and I prepared for you some questions. So, the first question I'd like to ask you is as follows. Is food a pleasure for you? That is the first question. Is food pleasure for you? Let's get started with Alexander. Is food pleasure for you?
Yes, it is.
Very short and laconic, but try to comment on a little bit. What do you mean by pleasure? Food pleasure. What does it mean for you personally? For you?
When I eat, I feel good.
When I feel good. When I eat, I feel good. Okay, why not? Great. But what about you? Is food pleasure for you?
It depends on food itself. What kind of food you mean?
Well, food you like, food you prefer.
Okay, I would say that I take a lot of attention to that, what I'm eating, what I eat.
And if it is something that you like, is it pleasure for you?
Yes, I like to I don't know this word in English, and I cannot choose any other word words. To taste this food very long, to смаковать.
You like the food?
Repeat, please.
To select? To choose? Select?
No, yes.
So you take much time to select, to choose the proper food, the nice food, the clean food, something you really like. And so when finally you have chosen the better food you could find, it becomes pleasure for you.
Yes.
Okay, good. So anyway, so to cut a long story short, you like it, so there is pleasure for you. What do you normally eat in a typical day? What do you normally eat in a typical day?
Is it a question for me?
Yes. Well, question. I'll try to. Yeah, the point is that I want every one of you talk, express yourself. Okay. So, Denis, tell me please, what do you usually eat in a typical day?
In what day?
In a typical day, like every Sunday,
typical day.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, by the way, just a small tip. You know, when you are being asked a question and you don't know at once the answer, you can say, well, you know, just well, you know, well. But it's better and it's very not to stay like and say something in Russian. No, you can say in English. Well, question. Let me think a bit. You know, some phrases that will help you to think a little bit and take your time. So, what do you usually eat in a typical day? Say, well.
Well, it's.
Depends. There is another very nice expression. It depends. Luba used it today. It depends. And by the way, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Denis. Just want to give another expression. It depends, and it depends on. The preposition was really correct. No, but by the way, you used it about correctly. You said on. But usually people make a mistake and say depends. It depends. What did they say? I don't remember. But it depends on is the correct way to say.
Yeah, so, they're saying depends off.
Yeah, it depends off. Thanks. I just forgot what people say instead of on. So, Denis, coming back to our question, what do you usually?
Okay. Well, I'm a vegetarian and I eat all food without fish or meat.
You don't eat any meat, any fish?
Yes, I'm a vegetarian.
Great. Is it difficult to be vegetarian?
No. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yes, very cool.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
2 years and a half.
2 years and a half. Wow. And you really don't want to eat a spicy piece of meat, sausage?
No, it's
come on.
disgusting.
So nice, tasty.
Disgusting for me.
I will show you. I'll prepare some meat and show you, and you will eat it. No? You really don't want, or it's kind of like I know, no, taboo. I won't.
Just I know some information, and it helps me. Just don't thinking about meat or fish.
Okay, you read some information that made your position. Okay, what was that? Some article? Something?
Just I find some movie name. I don't know how in English, in Russian, «Земляне».
I'm sorry? Не говорить по-русски.
Okay. So it's animals and people who lives in planet Earth.
Okay, I see. Thanks. So you.
And it's one word. It's a name of this movie.
Okay, I see. Anyway, what do you eat if you're vegetarian? Vegetables, fruits.
Yes, vegetable, fruits, and mushrooms, and all that grows.
Everything that grows from the earth.
Yes.
Mhm.
What about McDonald's? No?
No, of course not.
Rubbish food, come on. Vegetarian is speaking here.
No, in McDonald's, I can eat the potatoes, but I don't want McDonald's.
Ah, McDonald's, rubbish food, come on. It's not healthy.
Okay, then I'm eating rubbish sometimes.
Okay, well, sometimes it's not always. However, it's impossible to be a little bit pregnant. So you either eat or not eat. anyway. Okay. So I see. Thanks, Denise, for your sharing information about what you eat. So vegetables and fruit. By the way, why do I say fruit and not fruits? Vegetables.
Why?
Uncomfortable.
Is it a question for me or?
Question for everyone. Who knows? Why do I say vegetables and fruit and not fruits? When do we use
You made a mistake, no?
I'm sorry?
Because you made a mistake, no?
Well, to err is human. You know the expression, to err is human.
No.
To err is human means people can make mistakes, and I'm not an exception. I can make mistakes. To err is human. Human means that everyone can make mistakes. Like in Latin, errare humanum est. So that's it. But here I haven't made a mistake. It's just there is a kind of rule. Who knows the rule? But when do we use fruit and when do we use fruits? I know Marta knows the answer.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Alexander?
Maybe fruit is uncomfortable.
Sorry, fruit?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Well, you can count 1 banana, 2 banana, 1 orange, 2 orange, 1. What else?
But no, 1 fruits, 2 fruits, 3 fruits.
No. Why do I say then vegetables? Okay, so I will let the cat out of the bag. It's another expression I like very much. To let the cat out of the bag means to tell the secret. So I will let the cat out of the bag. You use fruit when you talk about different types of fruits. But if you, for example, if you have bought, some apples, and you can say there are some fruits on the table, it means there are apples, many apples. So fruits is fruit. It means fruits of the same type, of the same kind, if you wish. Only bananas, only oranges, only apples, only pineapples, and so on. But if you talk about different kinds, it will be just fruit. Okay?
So I have to say if I want to say мне нравится fruity, I say I like fruit.
I like fruit. If you mean that you like bananas, apples, pears, grapes, pineapples, oranges, and so on and so forth. Okay. And if you want to say, if you talk about only one type of fruit, you say there are some fruits, meaning there are some many apples, many bananas, and so on. Okay, it was just a remark. Okay, so coming back to the question first, what do you usually eat in a typical day? And Denis told her that he was vegetarian and he ate some vegetables and fruit. Next question: do you ever cook? Mikhail, do you ever cook?
Could you repeat?
Yeah, sure. It will cost you some 5 coins. Coins. I'm joking. So, do you ever cook?
No, I never cook.
You never cook? Oh my God, so you are starting. You go out to have some dinner in a restaurant or cafe.
Just have not kitchen.
You don't have any kitchen?
Houseworking.
No,
So,
I'm going to the restaurants and I'm eating food who prepare my.
You joined Evgeny in McDonald's, right?
Not McDonald's, but like fast food.
Well, that's it, fast food. McDonald's is a very good example of fast food, isn't it?
Ukrainian.
Okay, like Puzata Hata food. Yeah?
Like,
I see. By the way, not bad. They cook nicely there, but anyway, why don't you ever cook? You don't like cooking, or you don't know how to cook?
I try to don't spend a lot of time for cooking.
I see, because you are swamped with work, you have a lot of work to do, and you are boiled like a rock, right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, and what about Luba? Do you ever cook?
Yes, every day. I'm cooking every day.
Do you like cooking, or is it an obligation for you?
I like it really because I like to eat delicious food.
So
That's why I cook on my own.
I see. Yeah, well, because you never know what people can put in some borscht in Pozata Hata. Maybe the vegetables aren't of very good quality, but when you cook yourself on your own, you know for sure who bought it, where, and what you put exactly in how much. Nice. Okay, good. Next question will be, do you ever eat unhealthy food? And how do you feel about it? Unhealthy food. What it means? What does it mean? Unhealthy food. Denis knows the answer because he's vegetarian.
No, it's answer not for me. It's a question not for me.
No.
Question for you. You will just help us to understand what it means.
Unhealthy food for me.
Yeah, it's everything that you don't eat. Right?
It's well.
Don't forget about well. Very nice. Why not? Come on.
So I try to eat only healthy food.
Hey, no. But what is the meaning of the word unhealthy food? What does it mean? Unhealthy food.
Healthy for me, it's meat and fish.
I was everything that you
Only alive animals or.
Okay, I see. Okay, and for normal people, well, because normal like down to earth people, not vegetarians people. I'm joking. Okay, so but for people who eat meat, fish, eggs, milk, and so on and so forth, what does it mean unhealthy food, Marta?
Unhealthy food, it is fat and spicy food.
Fatty and spicy foods. Okay, all the fatty and spicy food is unhealthy food, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's your opinion. Good. Who doesn't agree with Marta?
I think unhealthy food, it's a food that give us diseases.
Gives us diseases. You mean that causes some diseases or illnesses?
Gives us some problems with healthy.
Okay, so because some unhealthy food is food that makes us feel sick.
Yes.
I see. Okay, actually you are right. So what was the question about unhealthy food? So do you ever eat unhealthy food? So there is some food that sometimes makes us feel sick and not very well, but do you ever eat unhealthy food, guys? I know already that Evgeny eats sometimes. What about who? Marta, so you said it was fatty and spicy food. Do you ever eat spicy or fatty food?
And what about spicy food? It is not tasty for me, and I try to avoid this kind of food.
Okay.
With its qualities. Yes, and but fat food, it is almost normal food for almost everyone. I think.
Well, just in limits. You can eat it, but not too much.
Yes.
So you sometimes eat unhealthy food. Well, unhealthy food, well, is fatty or spicy, or I would say it's more like food that you eat in some, like fast food. Fast food is considered to be unhealthy food. Do you agree with me, Ruba?
Can you repeat, please?
I have just said that unhealthy food is rather food that it can be, of course, fatty and spicy food, and but unhealthy food is food that we can find in some fast food cafes.
I think we can find in cafes, in restaurants, some delicious and good food. But as for me, unhealthy food is unnatural food.
Okay.
The unnatural one.
Okay, with some genetically modified. What was genetically modified? I forgot that. Okay, I can figure out something. Well, genetically modified. Who can help me? Genetically modified. Just a second.
Vegetables, maybe.
Well, anyway, some unhealthy elements that people put just to make them grow faster, like vegetables or fruit and so on and so forth. I see your point. We are okay. So sometimes we really want to eat some unhealthy food, and we don't even know that it can be unhealthy, but we do. Okay, okay. And another question: are you trying to cut down on anything at the moment? Are you trying to cut down on something at the very moment? What does it mean to cut down at something? To cut down at. Are you trying to cut down at something at the moment? What do you think? It is possible sometimes to understand the meaning of the expression of the word just due to some context. Now we're talking about food, so to cut down at something means what?
To separate some thing to several parts.
To separate something in several parts? To divide something in... Not really. Maybe I'm afraid I don't get what you mean. Well, I mean, maybe I understand, but it's not really the meaning. To cut down at something means, okay, I see your opinion, yes, but it's not really that. Evgeny? Here. Okay. Alexander, what do you think? What does it mean to cut down at something?
I don't know.
You don't know? Luba?
I have no ideas.
I have no idea, okay. Marta? So who knows?
Nobody, no.
But try to guess. Guessing is a nice way to. Sometimes you have to you know. By the way, do you ever read books? I mean, English books or books in a foreign language you want to master? If you do, you can read, and it's not obligatory to consult a dictionary all the time. Because if you do, it will be really tiresome and annoying, and you will get very tired very fast. So it's a very good way to read and guess, to guess the meaning of the word due to the context. I remember I was given that piece of advice by my teacher of French at the university. She told us, although I really like and respect and appreciate this woman, she is an elder woman, sometimes I go to see her. And I remember that one of the first pieces of advice she gave us, she said, when you read in a foreign language, it was in French, so don't consult a dictionary, try to guess the meaning. So let's try to guess. To cut down at something at the very moment. It means, well, it deals with food, because we are talking about food now. To cut down.
It means to eat less.
Right, exactly. That's right, Marta. So it means to eat less, to cut down at some. Didn't you cheat, Marta? Didn't you consult the...
No, I don't.
Okay. So that's right. To cut down at something means to eat less. That's the exact meaning. I really cannot add anything else. So, are you trying to cut down at something at the very moment, Denis?
Well.
Well, what else should I cut down? No meat, no fish, no eggs, no milk. What else?
No, why not milk?
No,
I drink milk. I drink milk.
You drink milk.
Yes. Yes, maybe some cakes at the night.
I'm sorry, somewhat?
Some sweetie and cake at the night.
Some sweets like candies, cakes, cookies.
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you drink coffee? Do you drink coffee?
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. You sometimes drink some coffee, so it's a good idea. Think over cutting down at coffee. It's not very healthy. To be really, you know, but I'm joking, of course. Well, you know about them. I really wanted, and I would like to try to be vegetarian. I don't eat much meat or fish, but if I imagine, like, I won't eat any meat, any fish, well, it's difficult.
Just you need to understand why you don't eat it.
Yeah, you have to understand why you.
Yes, yes, it's
the main thing to do.
Moral and psychical choice for you, and
okay, well, that's right.
You need to understand it.
Yeah.
You try to save the animals, or what?
What?
Why not?
You try to save the animals, or what is
about
your...
animals and fish, about alive, people just killing in our food.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. That's it. Anyway, thanks. What are you trying to cut down at the very moment? Evgeny, are you here? Evgeny is not here. Okay. Luba, what are you trying to cut down at the very moment?
I would say nothing. I think that everything what I'm eating is healthy.
Everything that I eat, not eating.
Everything that I eat, yes.
I can say eating like in the process, like in the period of this of your life, possible. But better to say everything that I eat now is nice foods and prepare yourself.
But I can say that I have already cut down at junk food.
Great, junk food. Junk is another way to say rubbish food. Junk food. Good, very nice, great. Luba, what about you? I'm sorry, not Luba, Marta. What about you? Are you trying to cut down at something?
I don't, because I think that if body needs in some kinds of vitamins, it require to eat this. I mean, if I want to eat something salt, I'm not pregnant. It means that in my.
It means.
It means that my body needs in it.
Okay, my body needs it. Yeah.
My body needs it.
Okay, I see your point. Okay. Well, I guess that Denise could have a long discussion about that, but we'll talk about this later. I mean that we can find something that meat contains in fruit, in vegetables, in some nuts, and so on and so forth. But we'll discuss it later. Alexander, what about you? Are you trying to cut down at something lately?
Yes, I try to cut down at sugar, sweets, cakes.
I see. Okay, but you like all this stuff, don't you?
Yes.
Because you are Winnie Pooh.
That's right. Yeah, we can see her tattoo. By the way, at the beginning of the lesson, I could see you, but then you have transformed in Winnie the Pooh. Why did you hide yourself?
I am not in the form now, and that's why I...
Come on, we are all in a good shape here. Okay, but if you wish this way, I have nothing against. Okay, good. So, actually, I prepared a lot of stuff for you. Well, it was a text, but if we have not much time, I'd like, to do what? To listen to some dialect. It will be a dialect between a Chinese girl, if I'm not mistaken, and you'll hear the accent she's got, and a kind of guy, he's British, I guess, or an Englishman. He will ask some questions. So now I will put on a record, and you'll tell me if you can hear it well. Deal?
Mhm.
Okay, let's try. So listen carefully and pay attention to all the details, because after that we'll have a small discussion and you'll have to answer to some questions. Okay, so let's get started.
1.1.
Can you hear?
Very good.
Okay, let's try. Let's continue.
Rumiko, what do you eat on a typical day?
I don't usually have breakfast because I can't get up early enough to eat. I normally just buy a coffee and drink it in the office.
Mhm.
I usually have lunch in a restaurant near the office with people from work. When I was younger, I used to go to fast food restaurants and have pizza or fried chicken and chips. But now I prefer eating something healthier. So I go to sushi restaurants or restaurants which serve organic food. And for dinner, I eat out a lot too.
Do you ever cook?
Well, I like cooking, but I work very late every day. And also my kitchen's too small. My boyfriend's a better cook anyway.
Do you ever eat unhealthy food?
Well, I don't eat a lot of sweet things, but I drink a lot of coffee every day. I think I'm addicted to caffeine.
Are you trying to cut down on anything at the moment?
No, I eat healthily, and I do exercise regularly, so I don't think I need to cut down on food.
Are people's diets in your country getting better or worse?
Oh, probably worse. I think the diet in Japan today is much more westernized than before, and that's why some people are getting fatter. But personally, I like the fact that there are more different kinds of food and restaurants now. I enjoy the variety. I mean, it makes eating out much more fun.
So that's the record, that is a dialect. Did you hear well?
Yes.
Yeah? Was it clear enough? Yeah? Okay.
It was nice.
So, as you have maybe noticed, the girl was asked some questions that we have discussed. So the first question I'd like to ask you is the following. What does she usually have in the morning? Who can answer the question? What does the girl usually have in the morning? Who wants to answer? Denise? What's up? Why didn't
I remember some coffee.
Coffee, yeah, she told us about coffee. Who can precise the information about what does she usually have in the morning? Who can say, Luba?
She has nothing because she gets up very early, and she has her breakfast only at work.
At work.
It is a tea or coffee.
Some tea or some coffee. Okay, maybe. And anyway, now we'll answer the questions and then we'll listen once again to see if you have given good answers or maybe not. We'll see. So the first question the answer for the first question was that she drinks some coffee or tea in the morning. Okay, next question will be, where does she usually have lunch and dinner? Where does she usually have lunch or dinner? Alexander. Yes.
In the restaurant.
So she usually has lunch or dinner in a restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Try to make up a full sentence, not just in a restaurant, but she usually has her lunch or dinner in a restaurant. Okay. So come on, Alexander. Could you say the full sentence, please?
She usually has a lunch in a restaurant.
Lunch in a restaurant. Okay, who disagrees with Alexander? Do you have any other ideas? Mikhail, Marta, Denis, Evgeny, Luca? Or you agree with Alexander?
I think like Alexander because
I think what?
like Alexander because she say I eat pizza or something like that.
Pizza.
Pizza. Yes.
Okay, maybe. So be careful with questions. Try to remember the questions during the second listening. You will have to get everything. Question number three. Why doesn't she often cook? Why doesn't she often cook, Marta?
Maybe because it work hard and.
Marta, I'm sorry, but I really cannot hear you very well. Can you speak a little bit loudly, more loudly?
Maybe it is because she's at work all the time and she works hardly.
She works hard all the day round.
Yes. And she have no time.
She has no time.
Don't have time.
And she has little children.
She has little kids.
Kids.
Kids? Children?
Yes.
Okay, maybe. So, as far as I have understood, Marta said that so she's very hard-working person. She doesn't have much time, and Mikhail has just added that she has some kids. Good, maybe yes, maybe not. We'll see. Next question: does she eat or drink anything unhealthy? Evgeny.
I don't remember about the unhealthy food, but I remember about the fact that she has a small kitchen. That's why she doesn't cook.
That was kitchen kids. Maybe, Mikhail, you got kitchen for kids. Okay, so she's got a little kitchen. That's right. That is why she doesn't often cook. And what about unhealthy food, Luba?
About unhealthy food, I didn't catch it.
Okay, I didn't get. What about Luba? Did you get some pieces of information about unhealthy food?
If I'm not mistaken, she said that she tries not to eat unhealthy food now, but sometimes
she does.
She does, yes.
But sometimes she does. Maybe. Okay, let's go further with the next question. Is she cutting down on anything at the moment? I'm sorry, I guess I gave you a wrong preposition. To cut down on something, and I put at. That's my fault. To err is human, as I told you. So please correct if you put it in your copybooks in the errors. To cut down on something, not at. Okay? To cut down, at, on. Now, preposition is very complicated stuff in English. So, is she trying to cut down on anything? Well, who can answer the question? Denis?
Probably sushi or no?
Sushi, yeah, well, she said something about sushi. Is sushi considered unhealthy foods?
What?
Is sushi considered unhealthy foods?
For her?
For the majority of people. I don't know, like in general. In general.
It's unhealthy food, yeah.
Maybe. I know what I'm asking your opinion. Evgeny, do you think that sushi is unhealthy food?
Why it has to be unhealthy? It's okay. I think that sushi it's nice food and it can be healthy. Why not?
Why not?
There is rice. There are some vegetables in it.
Okay.
There also. Yeah.
But maybe for some. If
Yes,
you are.
it's if without fish. It's
Well, somebody fish is a very nice product and is considered as healthy. Okay, so maybe sushi. Maybe what else? Does she eat? I'm sorry. Is she trying to cut down on anything besides sushi? No. No, she's not trying to cut down on anything else. Okay, next question, and we'll guess the last one. Does she think that this is a completely bad thing to... just a second, well, the question was just happening to the Japanese diet. Well, there was a question, what's happening to the Japanese diet at the moment? was the question. So, what is happening to the Japanese diet at the moment? Japanese diet. So it's kind of a diet. So there are some peculiarities. So who can give me an answer? What is happening to the Japanese diet at the moment? Hmm? Who knows? Come on, say. I know the answer.
I know the answer.
Come on, Evgeny, say us, please. Tell us your opinion.
It seems to me that she told that it became more westernized, right?
Became, sorry?
It became more like Western food. Like westernized, she said, no?
So it got worse.
Or she said the worse.
I'm sorry?
What did she say? It seems to me that she said that it became like Western food. No?
Maybe. Now we'll check it out. So now we're gonna listen once again. Be careful, be attentive, listen carefully to everything she says, and we'll see if you gave the right answers. So let's get started.
1.1. Romiko, what do you eat on a typical day?
I don't usually have breakfast because I can't get up early enough to eat. I normally just buy a coffee and drink it in the office.
Mm-hmm.
I usually have lunch in a restaurant near the office with people from work. When I was younger, I used to go to fast food restaurants and have pizza or fried chicken and chips. But now I prefer eating something healthier. So I go to sushi restaurants or restaurants which serve organic food. And for dinner, I eat out a lot too.
Do you ever cook?
Well, I like cooking, but I work very late every day. And also my kitchen's too small. My boyfriend's a better cook anyway.
Do you ever eat unhealthy food?
Well, I don't eat a lot of sweet things, but I drink a lot of coffee every day. I think I'm addicted to caffeine.
Are you trying to cut down on anything at the moment?
No, I eat healthily, and I do exercise regularly, so I don't think I need to cut down on food.
Are people's diets in your country getting better or worse?
Oh, probably worse. I think the diet in Japan today is much more westernized than before, and that's why some people are getting fatter. But personally, I like the fact that there are more different kinds of food and restaurants now. I enjoy the variety. I mean, it makes eating out much more fun.
Oh, that's it. Well, so now let's discuss quickly our question. The first question was, what does she usually have in the morning? And your answer was some coffee and tea. And that was right, wasn't it? Hello?
Yes,
it was right.
Yeah. So she drank only coffee. She said she bought some coffee and she drank it in the office. That's it. So the first question, the first answer to the first question was correct. The second question was, where does she usually have lunch and dinner? And the answer was in a restaurant. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So she usually has lunch. Does she usually have lunch alone? Or she has her lunch with someone?
At work with workmates.
At work with? At work?
With
Goes to a restaurant to have some lunch. So my question is if she has her lunch alone or with somebody.
Maybe with people from work.
Maybe. That was maybe something Marta wanted to say. People from work, right, Marta? Okay.
I tried to say.
Well, your addition. Well, that's it. Good. Number 3. Why doesn't she often cook? Evgeny said that she didn't often cook because she had a small kitchen. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And if your boyfriend make it better.
I'm sorry?
And her boyfriend make it better.
That's right, and her boyfriend makes it better or cooks better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Nice. Well, that's a good addition to the point. And next question, does she eat or drink anything unhealthy?
Coffee?
Coffee?
That's what she said. Sorry, Luba?
She's addicted to coffee. She said.
Coffee. Give me another cup of coffee. I'm coffee. Yeah, there are people that drink too much coffee and really considered not to be very healthy. Good. So there's coffee that she drinks too much. Is she cutting down on anything at the moment? Why and why not?
She's not, because she's doing some sport, some exercise.
And who can add something else? Who wanted to say something else? Marta or Luba or maybe Alexander or Mikhail or Evgeny? Come on. So she does some exercises and what else? So she thinks it's not.
Don't eat at the night.
She doesn't eat.
Doesn't eat at the night.
I'm sorry. Okay, doesn't at night, Marta.
She doesn't eat sweet food.
Fried food. Fried food. Marta.
Sweet. Cooks.
Maybe. Okay. So she used to eat some French fries, but she doesn't eat anymore. Okay, but Denise is right. She said that she did some exercises and she thinks she doesn't need to cut down on anything. Good. And about the question about the diet. So does she think the diet, the Japanese diet in her country, is completely a bad thing? And what are the changes? Evgeny told us about the diet, that it was becoming something like Western style. Is that right? Or you have something to add? Luba, what do you think?
Yes, it's right. And she said that people are getting fatter
because of that new diet. Why do they get fatter?
Because it is more. This diet is like.
What do they eat that makes them get fatter? Or maybe that's what she said actually.
I didn't catch it.
You didn't get it. Who got it? Well, this junk food you have put down on. That is on, not that. Oh, okay. That's the dialect, and we have answered all the questions. So at the first time, it was a little bit difficult to understand everything because we didn't know all the questions. But after the second time, he got all the details and was correct. So we'll try to listen more. I'm sorry, but we have to finish our class for tonight. I got some other stuff to give you, but maybe we'll have another class. Not maybe, but for sure. I will prepare once a class dedicated to food because I got really very nice expressions, idiomatic expressions dedicated to food, and we also see, if possible, a video. I will cope, I hope, with how to do that. I was told last time that I have to use YouTube. I will download the video on YouTube, and we'll also see a very funny, hilarious, I would say, video dedicated to some idiomatic expressions dedicated to food. So I'm glad that you came today. Thanks for coming. It was a pleasure to talk to you, to those I know already and to those I have met today. So hope you liked the lesson. So join me next time on Thursday. I'm going to have a class. So we're going to talk about different stuff. And so I wish you have a nice evening, have some rest. Eat healthy food. Don't eat too much unhealthy food. Try to be vegetarians.
Yeah.
I'd like to try that.
Cool thing.
But you have to wish it. If you don't, nothing will change. It will be just a torture for yourself. So eat everything you wish, but try to eat healthy food. It will be good for your health.
Yeah,
so you're okay. Just a second. Once again, Thanks, Luba, for putting down that piece of information. It was a pleasure for me to talk to all of you, and I hope I helped you a little bit. Sorry for sometimes maybe I make some mistakes like at, on, so don't forget, cut down, on, not at. So that's all for today. See you next time. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Всем пока.
Bye.
Bye.